Quasi here, and in this video I'm going to share with you an advanced gratitude exercise and really talk about gratitude and why it's the most powerful way to manifest whatever it is that you want to manifest. Before I begin this video, I want to announce that I'll be doing a free giveaway of my book Life Mastery. Just comment Life Mastery down below to be enrolled in a competition where at the end of the week we're going to pick one lucky winner to win a free copy of this book in the ebook format. Or you could get this for $12 at Amazon. Instead of doing that, just comment Life Mastery down below for a chance to win this book. I'm excited to announce as well that the Reality Mastery program is open for enrollment. And if you want to know what the Reality Mastery program is, just wait till the end of the video for the announcement on that. So in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you an advanced gratitude exercise. And why this is advanced is because a lot of people might not be able to do this and it's going to be really, really difficult. And I myself have difficulty doing this sometimes. So with that, let's get started. Now let's really talk about gratitude. And I've had this in my mind for a while. And I've started noticing that people who become rich, do they practice gratitude every single day, etc., etc.? Or are they just completely dissatisfied? And, to some point, they notice the changes that they want in their lives. And I found that in my personal life, the most effective was when I noticed changes in my life, favorable changes, and then I rewarded these changes accordingly. So when people get good changes in their lives and they reward it accordingly, then they get more of that. And just like your personal behavior, we are programmed to seek pleasure and avoid pain. So human beings are made to avoid pain and go towards pleasure. However, your reality is created when you reward it, and also when you don't reward it and you are dissatisfied with it. So things that you don't like will come into existence. Things that you do like will come into existence. Only when you're at a state of neutral attention, that's when your reality is just completely, you're in witness mode and nothing is attracting. There is no polar quality to it. So this polarity is what creates attraction. Now let's talk about gratitude. And gratitude is a very, very powerful emotion. And it's probably the highest emotion you can achieve. So gratitude, acceptance, love, all of these are probably the highest emotions at the highest energy levels. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, read Levels of Energy by Fred Dodson or David R. Hawkins' Levels of Energy scale, where he has gratitude at one of the highest levels, apart from peace, enlightenment, etc., etc. So gratitude is one of the most powerful energy levels. And now, rich people get rich and then they become grateful and then they get richer and richer and then they become more grateful and then they become richer and richer. But the problem with that is, you're waiting to get rich and then you get grateful. So, for rich people, unfavorable circumstances, they unconsciously got rich. And then, if you unconsciously get successful, then you're always going to be suffering your success, because failure and fear of failure will always be around the corner. If you unconsciously get rich, then there's always a chance you could unconsciously also get poor again. So people who, win the lottery also have a chance of losing it all. That's why usually people, when they win the lottery, they'll usually go bankrupt. You'll see that happening because they don't really know how to manage this money, or, at the surface level, it seems like they don't know how to manage this money. But, at a deeper level, what's happening is if you unconsciously get rich, then you unconsciously can get poor. Now, if you consciously won the lottery through law of attraction, then maybe you'll be able to keep this money if you wanted to. But I don't want to get into that discussion right now. We're going to talk about gratitude and, go back to the original idea. And this again comes back from the previous video on the mirror principle. So click up here to check that out, or else this might not make sense to you. And the idea here is, when rich people get rich, they express gratitude and satisfaction at the results they've gotten, and then they get more of this result because they're attributing positive attention to it. Now, for other people who don't have the privilege of unconsciously getting these results, they have to form the image first. So rich people observe their reality, and then they express their attitude towards this reality, and then reality reinforces this reality by giving them more of this reality. So people who have an unwanted reality, they observe this reality, then they express the dissatisfaction to this reality, and then reality gives them more of this dissatisfaction, this unwanted reality. Because again, remember that the nature of reality is that it doesn't care about whatever the object is. It really cares about what the thoughts and the attitude is. So if you don't know the mirror principle from reality transurfing, click up here. And this is basically that there is a mirror that crafts reality, and this mirror will reflect your attitude towards it. So again, definitely check out this video before you even go further on this, or else it won't make sense. So really, gratitude works because gratitude is an attitude. And gratitude is probably the most powerful attitude to have when you're creating your life the way you want it. Whenever something wanted goes your way, if you express your satisfaction and your gratitude towards it, then more of it will come. It's as simple as that. So, whenever something unwanted comes your way and then you keep expressing dissatisfaction, then more unwanted things will come. And that's how you create your own bad luck. You switch to a lifeline where it's just a lot of events that are completely undesirable. So, people who don't have the fortune or, predetermined luck unconsciously, if you practice gratitude first, you form the image in front of the mirror first, and the mirror will bring you the objects to that image. So life kind of gets you in a way where it wants to help you move towards love, towards gratitude, towards peace, towards joy. So what it's going to do is if you say to yourself, I must first become rich in order to be grateful for whatever riches I have, then reality says, oh, okay, it just reflects that attitude you have. So then reality says, okay, sure, honey, that's what we're going to do. And then it gives you riches after years and years of grueling hard work and delays your manifestations, and that makes you go through struggle just so you can be grateful after you've achieved it. Really think about this. Like, people who've come a long way and worked really hard at achieving their goals are really grateful that they've come this way, because life teaches you that you need to do this hard work in order to be grateful, because that's the idea they've brought in the first place. Whereas if you could get into the habit of becoming grateful now for what you have, you will greatly speed up your manifestations. Because now life doesn't have to teach you this lesson of love, gratitude, joy, because you're already taught this lesson. You already know this lesson. So it just gives you the things you want through that virtue of positive attention on the things that you want. So really, that is the way you're creating your own reality right now. So this is why practicing gratitude is so important. And for people who think that, gratitude is just like a fancy little thing that makes you feel better, it's not just that. It really is that powerful in creating your reality. And whenever I started to start my day off with 3 things I'm grateful for, writing down my daily journal, that made me get into a habit of expressing gratitude every single day, just getting into a habit of expressing gratitude, acceptance, love, joy, whatever it is. Like all of these higher level emotions, once you get into the habit of expressing it, then it just becomes your daily thing. And then manifestation occurs effortlessly. Whatever it is that you want in your life, it just comes almost effortlessly. So that's why I really encourage you to get into a habit of expressing gratitude. And at the end of this video, I'm going to share with you a powerful exercise on how to get into the habit of expressing gratitude and what to do when things aren't going your way. Before that, make sure you check out this other video on how you can get into the habit of expressing gratitude first thing in the morning, and that's the practice of doing a daily journal. And there's a particular way to do it, so definitely check this video out on how I do my daily journals, and I hope it benefits you. So with that, let's get into the advanced exercise. So this advanced exercise comes from, again, the mirror principle that I discussed earlier. Click up here to check that out. And basically what happens is we understand that reality is a mirror and it reflects your attitude towards it. It doesn't care about the object of your dissatisfaction or the object of your satisfaction. It just cares about your satisfaction and dissatisfaction. So it reflects your attitudes, your thoughts, your feelings, your emotions, whatever it is that you project out to the world. And in doing so, people are mistakenly trying to change the reflection. And the reflection is the physical thing that you get. So the first principle of the mirror is that the mirror doesn't differentiate between object and image. As the object, so the image, so as the image, so the object. The image is your own attitudes and your thoughts. The reflection is the object that reality gives to you. So in understanding that, we know that if we express dissatisfaction, and we're quick to express our dissatisfaction, as we are with the unwanted realities that we're getting, then reality reflects that. But however, if you can sort of align that dissatisfaction, the unwanted reality that you perceive right now as a wanted reality, and you start to appreciate and become grateful for this unwanted event that happens. And this is extremely difficult to do. Trust me, I've tried it and I know how difficult it is to do, but once you can do it, you'll be shocked at the results. So if you can sort of align this unwanted thing that's happening in this moment, and again, the unwanted thing happens because of the principle, the second principle of the mirror. And that is why I asked you to check out this video before you even go further. So the second principle of the mirror is that it works with a delay. And what that means is this delay could also cause things to move in the undesirable direction, because now you have an idea of how you want things to go. And what I encourage you is to always have your final destination in mind and visualize your final destination, express satisfaction with it as though it's already been achieved. And now you have this idea of how you want reality to go, but reality has another idea of how it wants to go, because it's going to take the simplest path possible to get you your goals. And if you keep focusing on your final destination, then that is what will happen. And if you keep expressing gratitude towards that final destination after you've already achieved it as though it's already been achieved, then reality will reflect this in its, the mirror frame. So, with that, you have this idea of how you want it to go. You want to make $10,000 a month before you can make, $100,000 a month. And your final goal is to make $100,000 a month. So, you say, first I will make $10,000 a month. But then you start to get months of, oh no, I'm making $1,000 a month, $2,000. It's not happening. Oh my God, in April I was supposed to make $10,000 a month. It's not happening. What am I going to do? And you start to express your dissatisfaction with this. So now reality starts to stop whatever it was doing in order to make way for that $100,000 a month you wanted. And now it says, oh, you don't want the $10,000, you want the $10,000 a month and you don't want this $1,000 a month, we'll give you more of the $1,000 a month, because it just reflects your dissatisfaction with the mirror. So instead, if you can become grateful every single day at the negative events that are happening, so even if you're getting $1,000 a month, if you can form your own thematic view of reality where you say, everything is going my way. This is just reality's way of making way for the $100,000 a month to come to me. And if you can sort of have that outlook on life, and again, that's crafting your own reality amalgam, your own formula for the reality that you would like to experience. Again, click up here to check that out. Once you can do that, then you can get into a habit of expressing satisfaction no matter what happens, and aligning that unwanted reality that you perceive right now as your perceived reality. So remember that everything is going your way no matter what happens. Just be grateful for it. This is all a part of the human experience and the grand experience of life. And the biggest problem is you're getting too attached to the illusion. So you're like, you're too attached to how you want things to go. So you're like, and that's why all of these things are happening. Your manifestations are being slowed down because you're quick to express dissatisfaction and very slow to express gratitude. And you don't express gratitude, you just express indifference when things are actually going your way. So the key thing is to get into the habit of expressing gratitude every single day, and the daily journal is going to help you do that. And also the advanced exercise is aligning the unwanted events in your reality to the wanted events. So you bring this as a layer of your reality and you say, reality is clearing things up so that the final goal that I want to achieve can be achieved. And in the next video, we're going to talk about, more of this. So again, I hope this video helped, and I hope this video made sense to you. If it did, or if it didn't, leave me a question down in the description box below or comment section below, and I'll be glad to help you out there. And if you enjoyed this kind of content, please share with a friend so they may benefit as well. I'm also growing a massive Facebook group where I'll be sharing a lot of this kind of stuff. And when I first started with the Law of Attraction, I had no idea what I was doing, and it would have been really great to have a group like this to share with. So if you're interested, definitely click on the link in the description below. We have around 1,200 members and it's growing massively every single day. Hope I see you there. And also, the Reality Mastery Program is open for enrollment after its huge success from the last time around. So what the Reality Mastery Program is basically an identity shifting program, which means that we will be shifting you from who you are right now to the version of yourself that you need to become to achieve your goals. Now, what you call as you is basically a collection of ideologies, beliefs, emotions, thoughts, things that you've collected unconsciously. And some of these things are benefiting you, some of these things aren't. And what we're going to do is completely let go and completely give you a blank slate so we can put in the good stuff, things that benefit you and help you reach your goals consciously. Because if you reach your goals unconsciously, then you can also lose it unconsciously. But if you reach your goals consciously, then you'll probably want to keep it that way. And you will probably have the choice to keep it that way. So that's why we focus on the identity shifting program. So if you're interested in that, click on the link in the description below. And I hope I see you for the free consult, which will be 45 minutes to an hour long. And in this free consult, we're going to be diagnosing your current law of attraction practices and how you can implement identity shifting right now and see if you're a right fit for the program. So if you're interested in completely transforming your life and not getting minuscule results like, $1,000 here and there, or I manifested that parking space, but actual transformative results that you want in your life, click on the link in the description below. Hope I see you there. Till next time. Peace.